I see you. You're very intentional, honey. Good morning. Guys, let's go like this. Please, if you're not a member of the Golden Tax team, please send a hand me to activate on the team, okay? Abisola just knows how to go. Monica Elias, good morning. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. How are you doing, Bessie? Everybody, it's your birthday. Very fine, Bricky. Happy birthday, my love. Should I sing for you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bestie. Good morning. Verified. Verified, thank you. Everybody like this for me. Like this, everybody. Kingsley, thank you for your very first. Like this, everybody. If you're a VIP in the house, now is the time. Vibes, welcome in. Good morning. Now is the time to go and pick a seat. Go and sit between my number 1 down to number 10. Most preferably my 1 to 5. But honey, if you would ask me, the magic happens on 1 to 3. Go and sit there. Before we get 20k, we're going to activate on number 1, okay? When we get cyber good morning, when we get 20k last, we're going to activate on number 1. So if you're a gifter in the house, overtaking is allowed. Now go and sit there, honey. Go and sit where we can see you. No do. Everybody, let's go. Any and everybody see, sending an invite to more than 5 to more than 10. Bag and tag on them for me, okay? Bag and tag on them for me. Like this, everybody, eat it for me. Super success. Super welcome in. Guys, please send an invite to more than 5, send to more than 10, so more people can come in on the live. Because the more people coming on the live, honey, good news for you, the more friends you're going to make, okay? Like this for me. I'm doing very fine, thank you. Happy Sunday, besties. Welcome in. Welcome to the team, bestie. If you're not a member of the Golden Task team, chime. Mama. Them too. Everybody, let's go. Send it, have me to activate on the team. Besties, let's go. Like this for me, bestie. Like this. Yeah, we're still in the Christmas season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. New Year is closer than Christmas is. Everybody, let's go. Wait, what 3 days to New Year? What 3 days to 2025? Are you aware? Are you guys aware that we're just 3 days to go? Oh, just 2 days. Today's already 29, but 2 days to go. Please, all the Santas showing up on the screen, please make sure you bag and tag on them, okay? Good morning, sir. Make sure you bag and tag on them. Everybody, let's go. Send a hand me to activate on the team if you're not a member of the Golden Task team. Please, you see all these amazing people sending an invite to more than 5 to more than 10. You don't even need me to pin them. Do you know that? You don't need me to pin them, actually. Please, bag and tag on them for me, okay? Bag and tag, everybody. Everybody, let's go. Comfort, honey. Welcome in, comfort, mama. Everybody, let's go. So now, if you're a gifter in the house and you're here early enough, honey, the best thing you've done today is being here very early. There is nothing else you can do better than that. So that when I activate, you will not feel left out. You will not feel ignored. Some people were complaining yesterday that I was ignoring them. That's not it. I was trying to get along with. I was trying to carry everybody along. But you know that. Do you know that the earlier you are here, the better for you, because the live stream is always super active, very early. Always. Everybody is looking for who to grab. Do you understand? So the earlier you pick a seat, I am that lovely, honey. You thought you could sneak in. I've seen you. Welcome in, mama. So the earlier you are here, the earlier you get a seat and sit there, the earlier people can see you and start connecting with you, okay? So please, everybody, let's go like this. On the screen, everybody, like this for me. Like this, besties. Comfort Wellness. Welcome in, mama. Like this for me, please. Make sure you're connecting with everybody I put on the pin, okay? If you do not connect with the pin, who will connect with you when it's your turn? Ayami, mama, I knew you were trying to sneak in, but you just can't help it. You can't help it. Gracias, mommy. Everybody, let's go. Is it not too early for this thing to be disappearing on me? Is it not too early? Everybody, let's go. Please connect to the pin for me. My mama just came in and said, "Goal. Is it not too early that nobody has contributed to your life goal? Can I get the life goal for you, honey?" Everybody, let's go. Let's get this to 20K and we are activated on my number one ASAP. When we get this to 20K, we activate on my number one ASAP. Mismanage my funds on you. Mismanage my funds on you. Everybody, let's go. Let's go, everybody. Are you connecting with the pin for me? Are you connecting with the pin, please? Okay. Alright. Okay. If you're just joining, my number one down to 99, go on back and tag everybody my number one down to 99. Now you're wondering why I'm saying 1 to 99. The reason is my number 50 can decide to be number one anytime now, because I am that lovely did not come in on number one. Oh, she came in down, and she decided to go bonkers on number one. So my number 99, Bristol, honey, welcome in Bristol. My number 199 can decide to be number one any minute. So make sure you go on back and tag on my number one down to 99. Now everybody go to my number one. I told you when we get the likes to 20K, we're going to activate on my number one. I mean, on my number two, besties, go to my number two for me. What happened? Okay, I forgot my number one, get my number two for me. Anybody you see sharing the live to more than 5, to more than 10, please make sure you bag and tag on them for me. Bag and tag. Tremendous. Thank you. MC Meredith, thank you very much. Everybody, let's go. Christian when we get the where do you guys get the names from? Where do you guys like how do you guys come up with these names? How do you guys come up with these names? You know, tell me the house, overtaking is allowed. Make yourself super active, make yourself visible. Let us connect with you. You just came so that I will perceive you. I've heard. It's okay, I've heard you.
I don't know why.
You smell nice. From yet on. What time will you reach?
Yeah.
Everybody, let's go. Now on my number 3 for me, besties, my number 1, my number 2, my number 3, go on back and tag. Come to the chat, comment 1 to 3 done. My number 1, 2, number 3, go on back and tag. Come to the chat, comment 1 to 3 done, besties. Let's go. Oh, you don't talk. Tell me, baby, how you done talking, yeah. I don't wanna be. Everybody, let's go. For 20 amazing people on my number 4, please, quickly. 20 amazing people on my number 4. Have you got to my number 1 though? Hey, you're welcome in. Make yourself active, make yourself visible, please. Make yourself active, make yourself visible. Let us connect with you. The longer you stay, the more friends you gain. Send an invite to more than 5, send to more than 10, so more people can come in on the live, okay? The more people can come in. Can we get the invite to 1K? Can we get the invite to 1K? Can we get the invite to 1K, please? Let's get the invite to 1K. Like the besties, go to my number 2. Oh no, I don't see. Oh, madness. My number 2, besties, go to my number 2 for me. Make sure you're bagging and tagging every amazing guitar you see on the screen, please. Go to my number 2, besties. I'll be Ramadan. Now let's get the shares to 1K. Let's get the shares to 1K, please. The shares to 1K, besties. Let's go. On my number 2, have you got to my number 2? Are you on the list of my number 2, honey? I need 100 amazing people on number 2 quickly. Go and get number 2. Come to the chat, comment 2 down in the chat. Let's go. Get me. On the list of my number 3 besties, go to my number 3 for me. Are you on number 3 now? I'm giving a shout out to everybody that just got my number 3 in the last minute. Have you got to my number 3, honey? Have you got to my number 3? Can I go ahead and give a shout out? Okay. Shout out to Timothy 12. Shout out to Francis Do Oriaku. Shout out to Glow Toby. Shout out to Sachinedu. Shout out to Samadora. Shout out to Nosifo Precious. Shout out to Nosifo Precious. Shout out to Abyss Drift in Ikorodu. Shout out to Miriam. Shout out to Shawan Honey. Shout out to Kakilamba. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Adowa Beauty. Shout out to Jojo. Shout out to Queen Oluchi. Shout out to Comfort Wellness Life. Shout out to Emerald. Shout out to Retire Sina. Shout out to Mommy Love J. Shout out to Nemi. Shout out to Gifting. Shout out to Sikadi. Shout out to Favor Liar. Shout out to are you a liar, honey? Shout out to Lil Babe. Shout out to Nelson. Shout out to Omar Koji. Shout out to Bonka. And shout out to Miracle. Everybody, let's go on my number 3. Are you on number 3 yet? So I got to know number 3. Overtaking is allowed. Overtaking is allowed. My number 1, you get my number 2. My number 3. Bobby Lopez. Welcome in, mama. Get my number 1, get number 2, get number 3 for me. Let's go. Get number 1, get number 2, get number 3. Are you on my number 3? I need 50 amazing people on number 3, please. 50 amazing people on my number 3. Let's go. 50 amazing people on my number 3. Going back and tag on my number 3. On Get and Get Back, everybody, let's go. On my number 3 for me, okay? When you're done, go to Line Chasers is on number 4. Everybody, we have a new top 4. On my number 4 for me, Line Chasers on number 4. Line Chasers on number 4. Everybody on my number 4, please. Let's go. Go to my number 4, babies. Go to my number 4. Please, are we sharing the live? Are we sharing the live, besties? Let's share the live to more than 5, share to more than 10. On my number 5, everybody. What just happened? Oh my God. Line Chasers is now on number 3. Everybody on number 3, let's go. Go to my number 3. On my number 3, Line Chasers on number 3, please. That's if Sagosun will allow him stay. Sagosun took it back. Sagosun, oh, okay. Line Chasers is still on number 3. Everybody on my number 3 for me, go to my number 3, please. Go to my number 3. On my number 3, I need 50 amazing people on number 3, besties. Let's go. I need 50 amazing people on number 3. Sagosun took it back. Go to my number 4. Go to my number 4, besties. On my number 4 for me. Line Chasers on number 4, besties. Let's go. On my number 4, everybody, go to my number 4 for me. Like this on the screen, like this. Like this, besties, please. When you get number 4, come to the chat, comment 4 in the chance. Anybody you see commenting 4 in the chance, make sure you bag and tag on them, okay? Bag and tag on them for me. Ooh, Mayor B is now on number 4. Everybody on my number 4. Marco, welcome in. Everybody, let's go. Mayor B is now on number 4. Oh, Line Chasers took it back. Guys, do we have a number 4, please? Do we have a number 4? Hello, sir. Do we have a number 4? Everybody on number 4, line to. Okay, number 1 for me. My number 1, besties, go to my number 1, get my number 1 for me. Let's go. I'm unavailable. Them know they see me. I'm unavailable. On my number 1, besties, go to my number 1. Let's go. If you got to my number 1, come to the chat, comment 1 done in the chat. Let's go. When you get my number 1, come to the chat, comment 1 done in the chat. Let's go. Do we have a new top 2? Do we have a new top 2? I can pay it. On my number 1, have you got to number 1, honey? Now I'm going to number 1 to give a shout out to everybody that has got number 1. I'm going to go give a shout out to everybody that's got number 1 in the last minute. Miss Ready. I can pray. I can celebrate. I can waste time. My number one, I'm going to give a shout out to everybody that's got my number one, okay? Shout out to Bresh, shout out to Adeyemi Doshawa, shout out to Mimi, shout out to Kelo Beck. My number one, let's go. I need you, and you on number one, let's go. Matter to you. On my number one, besties, go to my number one for me. I ain't gonna pray. I ain't gonna shit it, baby. I ain't gonna waste time. Me, I want that. Yeah, my number one, come to the charts, come in. One done in the charts, let's go. My number one, come to the charts, come in. One done in the charts, let's go. On my number one, besties, go to my number one. Let me go give a shout out to everybody that just got my number one. Miss Red Girl is now the number one, okay? So if you had got to number one before, I know. Do not say, oh, we just got number one. I know, honey. This is a new top one. Ojo's, honey, welcome in. Everybody on my number one now, go to my number one, besties. Go to my number one. We have a new top one. 9 chasers, congratulations on 900. Visible, honey. Make yourself visible, make yourself active. My number one, you get my number two, get number three, let's go. Get my number one, get number two, get number three, besties, let's go. My number one, you get everybody. My number one, you get my number two, get number three, get number four, get my number five. My number one down to number five. Going back and tag for me. My number one down to number five. Junior, body say, long as he cuts on me. My number one down to number five. Going back and tag quickly. Let's go. My number one down to number five quickly. My number one down to number five. Going back and tag for my number one down to number five, besties. Let's go. The longer you stay, the more friends to gain. I'm trying to connect back my listing. Everybody, let's go. On my number one down to number five for me. On my number one down to number five. Going back and tag on my number one down to number five, besties. Let's go. The longer you stay, the more friends you gain. That's good. Everybody, let's go. Let's go, babies. Let's go, everybody. What connects? This is boxing number. On the screen, everybody. Augusta, welcome to the team. Who is that? Line chasers. Oh my god, honey. Everybody on my number one. Everybody go to my number one. Hey, Chash. Try on game, no mistake. Look, come on. On my number one down to number five. Bag and tag. Come to the charts. Come in 1 to 5 done in the charts. Bag and tag. My number one down to number five. Come to the charts. Come in 1 to 5 done in the charts. Let's go. 1 to 5 done in the charts, everybody. The longer you stay, the more friends you make. Go and tell a friend to tell a friend that Goldita is what? That Goldita is life. Let's go. Teamwork, everybody. Let's put our back. What did I want to say? I wanted to say something. On. It's true for me. They me connect to bomb. I ain't enter new scheme.
Like you feel my phone?
Try I sensing. Everybody, let's go. My number one, you get my number two. Go to my number three for me. Go to my number three. Smolux Automas. Smolux Automas on number three. Everybody, let's go to my number three, please. On my number three for me, go to my number three. Get my number three. Come to the chat. Comment 3 down in the chat. Everybody, let's go. If you're just joining, you're welcome in. Make yourself active, make yourself visible. On my number three for me, bestie, go to my number three. Get my number three, come to the chat, comment 3 down in the chat. Let's go. I'm going to go to my number three and give a shout out to the last amazing people the recent people that just got my number 3, are you going to be there? When I go to my number 3, honey, will I see you there? Try on buggy cinema on. Aaron Bad Buddy. Oh my love. Gracias. I really appreciate you. Oh my love. Everybody, let's go. Please make sure you're bagging and tagging every amazing gift I see on the screen. Bag and tag. I'm gonna come my trash. Everybody, let's. Aaron Bad Buddy. My love. Gracias. Thank you. Everybody, let's go. Guys, give me 1 minute. Let me set. You guys, sorry about the breaking transmission. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Okay. Did you guys miss me though? Did you miss me, my love? Did you guys miss me? Where's Bats Buddy? Oh, he stepped out. He stepped out. I'm unavailable. So I got to is about to hit 9.1. You're about to hit 9.1. Everybody, let's go. On my number 1 for me. I need 100 amazing people on my number 1. Let's go. Yeah, the lab was frozen, honey, because we're having network issue. On my number 1 besties, go to my number 1 for me. Make nobody tell them. Say I carry woman. She not my way, I forgot. On my number 1, everybody, let's reactivate on my number 1. Reactivate on my number 1 besties, please. Reactivate on my number 1. Make sure you like this on the screen, okay? Make sure you like this on the screen. 100 amazing people on my number 1. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. On my number 1 for me. I'm unavailable. Please, you see all these amazing gifts on the screen. Please make sure you pick them like this. Make sure you bag and tag on them. Everybody, let's go. On my number 1 for me, everybody, go to my number 1 for me. On my number 1, are you on number 1, honey? What is wrong? What is going on? What is going on? You're not getting my number 1. Why? Talk to me. Tell me. No, you can't confide in me. Talk to me, baby. And 30 amazing people on number 1. I am that lovely. My number 2 is on 0.7. Don't play. Everybody, let's go. Let's go. Make yourself active. Make yourself visible. Make yourself active. Make yourself visible. I'm unavailable. Have you got to my number 1? Have you got to my number 1? Go to my number 2, besties. Go to my number 2. If you've got to my number 1, go and get my number 2 for me. If you've got to my number 1, go get my number 2 quickly. Let's go. Make yourself active. Make yourself visible. Make sure you're connecting. Please, make sure you're connecting. The purpose of being here is to make friends. Active friends. So if you're in here and you're not connecting, I honestly do not know. I cannot find an explanation for why you're here. I cannot find an explanation for why you're really here, the reason why you're really here. Okay, so please make sure you're bagging and tagging every amazing person you see on the screen. Godson, congratulations on 0.1. So Godson came in with 7.8 8 something, and now he's on 9.1. Everybody, let's go. 8.7 something, yes. Now he's on 9.1. Everybody, let's go. Make yourself active. Make yourself visible. See, people are ready to connect with you. Like on my number 5, everybody go to my number 5. Pretty, Ego Sharam, I don't like Ojoro. Big Rexy, welcome in, Big Rexy. Everybody, let's go. Who is that? Pretty, my love, sweetheart, sweetie. I have a sweet I know. Get my number one, get number two, because we're about to have a new top one. Don't play. We are about one on the verge. We're on the very verge of having a new top one. So please, now that she's not number one yet, go and get her on number two.
Hello! How are you?
I'm good. Good morning. Good morning, my
Good
time.
morning, good morning, sister.
How are you doing?
Well, now I'm doing very fine. You from where?
Nigeria.
Oh, hey, sister, make me poo-poo. I want poo-poo. That's why you women have a big nash, because of poo-poo.
Really? That's what
That's
you
of Jesus. Oh my God. Yes,
Nice to meet you.
oh, nice to meet you too.
Everybody, let's go.
What do you do? What do you do here on TikTok?
Okay, yeah, I grow pages.
You grow
grow-
big?
Yeah,
Can you grow my small muscles big also?
pages, TikTok pages.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Can you grow mine also?
When you come in, yes.
I have a little.
Everybody, like besties, where am I? Am I in this alone? Am I doing this alone without you guys? I cannot. I dare not. Please, do not leave me behind. Do not leave me behind, my loves. Should be told, honey, welcome in. Oh my word. Oh my word. What just happened? What just happened?
Now back to your music.
Thank you, I am that loving. Thank you, Pompey. Thank you, Ari K. Thank you, Lady B. Thank you, Dre White. Thank you, G Make. Thank you, Soft Girl Sound. Thank you, Smolex. Thank you. Mayor B. Thank you, Ayomi Kun.
We understand in the chat with the heart. Elia, Ali, Alpha, A, Maria, Smolox, Roj, Uga, Arlene, Divazy. Huh? Sorry, huh?
Bye.
Goodbye. Nice to meet you.
Ooh. Look who is on number 3, Sonic's baby. Everybody on number 3 for me, okay? Go to my number 3, please. On the list of my number 3, we start. Sonic is here. Zobu, Enyi ma Enyim. The lion, the champion, the lion is here. Zebu, Enyi ma Enyim. On my number 3 besties, go to my number 3 for me. Sonics just came in on number 3 besties. Make sure you get my number 1, get number 2 top priority, please. Number 1 and 2 top priority. Get my number 1 and my number 2 top priority. Then go to my number 3. On my number 3 besties, go to my number 3. Sonics, are you heading somewhere? Are you heading for number 2, honey? Are you heading for number 2? Overtaking is allowed. The way I'm seeing, the way you're moving. I just like the way you move. Everybody on my number 3, let's go. On my number 3 besties, go to my number 3 for me. On the list of my number 3, I need 50 amazing people on number 3. Make sure you're bagging and tagging everybody you see on the screen. 50 amazing people on number 3, let's go. My number 1, you get my number 2, get number 3 for me. I need 50 amazing people for my number 1 dance number 3. When you get, come to the chat, comment 1, 2, 3, done, let's go. You know. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know. On my number 3 besties, 50 for my number 1 dance number 3. Going back and tag onto the chat, comment 1, 2, 3, done. On my number 3 now, I'm going to my number 3 to give a shout out to the last amazing people that just got my number 3. To the amazing people that just got my number 3. So shout out to Nice Jokes. Shout out to Queen Oluchi. Shout out to Sassy IB. Shout out to Lulified Baby. Shout out to Glow. Shout out to Small Looks Automat. Shout out to The Dawn. Shout out to Sally. Shout out to ST Enterprises. Shout out to Lena. Shout out to Abyss Airline. Shout out to Omotoke. Shout out to Damsel Gold. Shout out to Charm. Shout out to Fit Me. Shout out to Osetu. Shout out to Nega. Shout out to Emiranto. Shout out to Gfella. Shout out to UC. Shout out to Esther. Shout out to God of Mass. Shout out to Neil Kemi. Shout out to Queen Lily. Shout out to Jetty Lucia. Shout out to Coronex. Shout out to Ajoa Nikki. Shout out to Gentle Effion. Everybody on my number 3, let's go. So if you're just joining and you're wondering why I'm giving a shout out, okay? These are the recent people that just got my number 3, okay? So when you get my number 3, you get a shout out, okay? It's just as though I'm pinning you. So people are going to look out for you in the chat. People are going to look out for you in the chat. When they come across your name, they're going to get you. No problems, no questions asked. Everybody, let's go. My number 1, you're there. My number 2, you're there. Bag and tag. Everybody, let's go. Go to my number 3. Soft girl, welcome to the team, my love. Everybody, let's go. Have you got to my number 1? I'm going to go give a shout out to everybody on my number 1. I need 20 amazing people on number 1 now. 20 amazing people on number 1. Now shout out to Lena, shout out to Smile, shout out to Mokhtar, shout out to Vance Boy, shout out to Queen Oluchi, shout out to Mind Blown Fix, shout out to Nega, shout out to Jokes, shout out to Esther, shout out to Jetty Lucia, shout out to The Dawn, shout out to Sally, shout out to Fatime. Fatime. Is that Fatime or Fatime? Shout out to Emiranto, shout out to Damsel Boy, shout out to UC, shout out to Ludified Baby, shout out to Gfella, shout out to Mike, shout out to Pinky, shout out to Denny Kugo, shout out to Kolade, shout out to Join My Life, Big M, thank you, shout out to Queen, shout out to Sid, shout out to Soon, UGC Creator. Everybody on my number 1, and it's 20 amazing people on number 1. Are you there on number 1, my love? Are you there on number 1? Sunday, honey, thank you. On my number 1, everybody get my number 1, get number 2 for me. Now we there. I need 20 amazing people on number 1. I need my number 1 on 0.7 before we move. My number 1 on 0.7 before we move. Let's go. I need my number 1 on 0.7, so go and get on there for me. Go and get on my number 1 list. Go and show love to my number 1. Add it to your list. She's a sweetheart, inside and out. Go and back and tag on that for me. Everybody, let's go. On my number 1, please. Are you on my number 1, my love? Bestie, are you on number 1? I need 10 more on number 1. Let's go. 10 amazing people on number 1. Why y'all get to my number 1, honey? Get my number 2. I need 20 on my number 2. 10 on my number 1, 20 on number 2. 10 on number 1, 20 on number 2. And 20 on number 3. Let's go. 10 on 1, 20 on 1 and 2, 20 on 3. Let's go. The longer you stay, the more friends you get, my love. Go and tell a friend to tell a friend that Goldie Tar is life, okay? Make yourself active, make yourself visible. Make sure you're active, making yourself visible. We cannot connect with you if we don't see you. The spotlight makes a difference. And when you guys see on the spotlight, honey, people are going to get you back to back to back, okay? Make yourself active, make yourself visible. On my number 1 besties, I'm still waiting for the 10 amazing people on number 1. 10 amazing people I'm going to give a shout out to on my number 1. Where are you? Where are you, my love? On my number 2, when you're done my number 1, go to number 2 for me. Who's ready for a pinning party? Who's ready for a pinning party? If you're ready for a pinning party, come and ready in the chat. Let's go. If you're ready for a pinning party, come and ready in the chat. If you're ready for a pinning party, come and ready in the chat. My number 1 down to number 10. Go on back and tag. Bag and tag my number 1 down to number 10. Everybody, let's go. Everybody, let's go. Kiki, you're welcome in. Everybody, if you're ready for a pinning party, comment ready in the chat. I've seen just one ready. Are you guys not ready? Are you guys not ready? Are you not ready, my love? Is it that you're not ready? Is it that you're not ready? Everybody, let's go. Make sure you like this for me on the screen. Like this for me, besties. I like this. Like this for me, besties. Let's go. Like this for me. Arike, you're less than 1K, my love. Can you bring yourself all the way to top? Stay between number 1 to 5. Can you stay between number 1 to 5, honey? Tommy Slave, congratulations on 0.6. Everybody, let's go. Okay, now see what you're going to do for the pinning party. You guys, you know how this goes, okay? So you're going to go and get my number 1 dance number 10. Just number 1 dance number 10. You come to the chat, you comment 1 to 10 done, okay? You comment 1 to 10 done, and I'm going to pin you. I have a backup phone here, and I'm going to check. So as soon as I notice that you've not gotten them, I'm going to unpin you. That's number 1. And then when I need you to get number 1 to 10, if you had gotten them before, they are far down, okay? They are far down. Go again and reconnect. It's going to unpin you, because that's the only way I can know that you did the right thing. Okay? Make sure it's not scattered. I just tried to pin someone, you know. Let me check the pin for you, okay? My number 1 dance number 10. This one you got my number 3, you got my number 2, you got my number 3, you get my number 4. Then you now skipped. You got my number 1. You think you're smart, honey. I am smarter. I said my number 1 to 10 is it descending? In descending, I'll be ascending order, whichever one. That's how I want to see it on your following list, please. My number 1 to 10 on your list. Everybody, let's go now. This is well arranged. Please connect to the pin for me. Everybody, connect to the pin. Connect to the pin, besties. Everybody on the pin for me. On the pin, besties, go and connect to the pin, please. On the pin for me, everybody, let's go. On the pin for me, everybody. Get my number 1 dance number 10. Come to the chat, comment 1 to 10 done. Let me pin you on the screen. My number 1 dance number 10, besties. Let's go. Who am I pinning next? 1 to 10 done. 1 to 10 done. Let me check the pin for you, okay? On private. Get my number 1 dance number 10. Come to the chat, comment 1 to 10 done. Get my number 1 dance number 10. You're on private. I already pinned you. Get my number 1 dance number 10. Come to the chat, comment 1 to 10 done. Let me pin you on the screen. Everybody, let's go. You guys don't want the pinning now. You guys don't want the pinning. I'm pinning the last person. You better be active. You better be active. This is the last person I'm pinning. If you're not active, I'm not pinning again. But if you're active, I'll pin someone else.
Yo, what's up? You kids feeling this vibe? Let me introduce the motherfucking DJ on the deck.
Okay. Very active. Please connect to the pin for me, everybody. If you're just joining, you're welcome in. Make yourself active. Make yourself visible. If you're inside the house, overtaking is allowed. Make sure you're visible. Make sure you make yourself relevant on the screen so we can see you and connect with you. Fix yourself on my top list. My number one, that's number 10. Most preferably 1 to 5. But only if you ask me, I'll say stay between number 1 and 2. Okay, stay on number 1 and 2. Everybody, let's go. Pretty Party Baby, congratulations on 0.7. Ooh, Mouse is on 2K. Don't play. Everybody, let's go. Make yourself active, make yourself visible. Let us connect with you, okay? Back to back, everybody. Make yourself visible, make yourself active. Let's connect with you. My number 1, you get my number 2, get number 3, all the way down to number 10. Let me pin you on the screen. My number 1 down to number 10, honey. Everybody, let's go. Now, guys, let's get the likes to 400, okay? Let's get this to 400, please. Like this for me. Like this for me, besties, like this. Welcome in. Everybody, let's go. Back and tag, please. Back and tag, everybody. Guys, please connect to the pin for me, okay? Connect to the pin, besties. Connect to the pin. Now, like this for me. Let's get it to 400. When we get the likes to 400, I'm going to pin the tappers. I'm going to pin those that are tapping on the screen, please. Everybody, let's go. I want to appreciate you, okay? So make sure you're tapping on the screen. Everybody, like this for me. Like this, besties, let's go. Everybody, like this, please. Like this for me. Everybody, let's go. On my number 1, you're there. On 2, you're there. Bless kid, where are you? 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 On number 10. You're number 10. Lady B, congratulations on 0.2. Everybody, let's go. Like this for me. Let's get the likes of 400. Like this, everybody, please. Like this, everybody, to stay out of TikTok jail, to stay visible, to stay active. Let's go. Like this, besties, everybody, let's go. Everybody, like this for me. Let's get this to 400, okay? Let's get this to 400, please. Make sure you're bagging and tagging every amazing person you see on screen. Bag and tag, everybody, let's go. Like this. Like this for me, everybody, let's go. Ooh, 400. Thank you guys so much. Okay, now, can we go to my number 1 for me? Can we get my number 1 for me? On my number 1, okay? Go and get my number 1. Come to the chat. Comment 1 done in the chat. Let's go. Get my number 1. Come to the chat. Comment 1 done in the chat. Let's go. On my number 1, besties, go to my number 1 for me. Pretty Party Sweetheart on number 1. Let's go. On my number 1 for me, go and get my number 1. Hi, honey. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Yeah. One match, yeah?
Let's do one. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just talking with my people, but let's do one.
Everybody, let's go. Like this for me on the screen. Like this, babies, everybody. Like this. Precious. Everybody, like this. Like this for me. Oh, and don't do. Can't room.
Yo, this is Google.
Oh my god, you guys, thank you very much. Are you eating the screen for me? Okay, eat the screen for me. Eat the screen for me. We're about to get it times 3. We're going to get the bonus mission in anytime now. Pure Luxury, my love. How are you, baby? Welcome in. How are you? Everybody, let's go. Make yourself active, make yourself visible. Overtaking is allowed. If you want to live here with massive friends, make sure you sit on number 1, that's number 5. Most preferably want to be, okay? Go and sit there. Let us elevate your page for you. Everybody, let's go, please. When you chewing, come on. We're about to get the bonus mission, besties. We're about to get the bonus mission.
Fire, 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 fire.
Can we get one hand hats, please? One hand hat.
Chilling with DJ Harry.
Can we get one hand hats, everybody? Can we get one hand hat? Or one money gun, anything. To cover the targets, let's get times 3, besties. Let's go. Sundays, welcome back in. Where did you go, my love? Bless it. Mwah. I love you. Everybody, let's go. The time to be is about to start, you guys. Time to be is about to start, okay? So please, anything you drop on the time 3, anything you want to drop it on the time 3. When I say drop it on the time 3, this is what I mean. I love you, baby. When I say drop on the time 3, this is what I mean. Click on it. It has started. Click on the time 3. Yeah, click on it first. Click on it. Once you click on it, it's going to show you. You're going to take it to the gift section. That way, anything you drop is going to be on the time 3. Do you understand? But if you are sending without clicking on the time 3, it's just going to count as 1. Guys, let's see the time 3, please. Let's see the time 3. 1 money gun equals 3 money guns. Everybody, let's go. They can choose to surprise us last minute. So please, let's use the time 3 and gain ground. Let's give them gap with the time 3, please. They can choose to surprise us. They can choose to snipe last minute. Please, can we get one hand hat or one money gun? Anything. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that contributed to the time 3. Thank you very much. Like this to me, like this. La 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 la. Okay. Have you got to my number 1? Have you got to my number 1? Is the way my number 1 is gaining for me. Lady Mimra, thank you. Is the way my number 1 is gaining for me. Have you got to my number 1? Everybody, let's go. My number 1, you get my number 2. So this is back on number 3. Can I get 20 amazing people on number 3 for me? Brooks, welcome to the team. Can I get 20 amazing people on number 3? Let's go. Alright, thank you.
Everyone, let's go.
Before you get number 3 for me, get number 3, come to the chat, comment, tweet on it, chat, let's go. 10 amazing people on number 3. Thank you guys so much. I hope we're preparing for the finals live, because it will be too painful to come this far and then lose. You understand? It will be too painful to come this far and then lose. This air is everywhere on my face. I don't know. I don't know if this can. I love my mommy for you. What do I look like? What do I look like? Everybody on my number 3, please go to my number 3. Okay. Baby, do I love you? Do I love you, baby? I'm in love with you, honey. I'm in love with you, okay? Everybody, let's go, please. On my number 3 for me. On my number 3, besties, go to my number 3. Guys, let's watch out for the snipes. So let's watch out for the snipes. No? We won. We won.
I beg, I know they play again. I don't play again.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, so thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you for winning me.
You're welcome.
Let's get everybody in.